advertí que ibas a salir herido.
Es mejor herido que dormido como hasta ahora.
¿Te gusta sufrir?
A veces una herida te recuerda que estás vivo. Es esto el amor.
Hello one and all, welcome to Seen Through Glass. Today I've come down to Joe Macari's to drive this, what could potentially be one of the maddest Jaguars ever made. Okie dokie, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, meet David.
Hello.
Oh, we're shaking hands, formally. Now, you've put your harness on.
Yeah, I'm attempting.
I mean, you've attempted to. I'm incredibly jealous of that, so I think that's what I'm going to be doing. But I don't know if I'm set up for it. Oh no!
I'll tell you what, let's just
You're going to look so much cooler than me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm so
I've always
jealous.
struggled to look cool.
Okay, hold on a second now. You would think, are these fixed seats?
So,
You think it being a Jag, they've probably put some kind of...
No, they're not. It's under your... Well, it's under my right knee.
Under your... oh yeah. Oh, nice. It's good. It looks so familiar to my after.
So seeing as we're in a Jag, what radio station are we going for? Radio 4?
A Radio 4 or Radio 2, which I feel like, you know, if you're wondering...
Could be an LBC, couldn't it?
Oh, it could be an LBC.
Could be
Well,
an
we're going to talk about
LBC.
Brexit. It's a very Brexit car, isn't it?
It is.
Right, essential. First thing we have to do, let's put ourselves into whatever dynamics when we can. This car does sound outrageous.
It does.
We're going to find out how it performs. I'm actually stupidly excited about this whole...
Yeah, well, this is a car that I suppose was born off the success of the F-Type.
Well,
And what they discovered and what they managed to implement onto the F-Type. They thought let's bring out a
stupid, crazy,
stupid,
limited.
cool
One
XKR.
of 44 worldwide?
So there was 44 made worldwide.
Okay.
25 of those went to the States. In fact, it was the American market that really was pushing for them in the first instance. Then there were 5 that went to Canada. The remaining cars were all right-hand drive.
Okay. Which we're in today.
Which we're in today, which were 14. However, there were only 10 UK cars.
Fine.
And this is one of the 3 in Italian Racing Red.
Oh, which is my favourite colour.
Yeah.
Okay, enough static talking. Let us go for a drive. I'm going to put the windows up, even though it's
Fine.
surprisingly a nice day, but we get a lot of wind noise otherwise.
Yeah,
Now, I honestly think they should have made an F-Type like this. The F-Type SVR should have been this. An, in theory, lightweight, hardcore version.
Sure.
Because this is just so cool.
It is cool, isn't it? And it looks great. There's carbon dripping off it, which is never a
Carbon
bad thing.
everywhere, massive rear wing. I'm always a fan of putting a Halfords type wing on a car.
Rear diffuser's lovely. There's the dive planes, I think they call them, on the front bumper as well.
Okay, oh yeah, so what I call a front canard.
Okay.
Yeah,
Front
I've
duck.
made that up. Yeah, I've totally made that up.
You can say that again, wasn't it? That's a only thoughts and horses joke for those.
Okay, yeah,
too young
before
to-
my time, actually, yeah.
Really?
¿Qué pasó? Te llevó a volar y te dejó caer desde lo alto. Te advertí que ibas a salir herido.
Es mejor herido que dormido.
Well, I'm going to
como
put the
hasta
window down ever so slightly because we've come to, or at least got out of the traffic.
ahora. A veces una herida
Leafy Wimbledon.
Leafy Wimbledon, what a lovely place.
Somewhere a Jag feels quite at home.
Yeah, and we were just discussing how comfortable and easy this car is just cruising like we were just doing 2 seconds ago. It really wasn't bad at all for a car that looks so sort of track ready and aggressive. See now, the other thing which I find quite weird, this was a big problem I had with my F-Type. My windows go back up. Especially because this car's quite long. All the audio happens back there in terms of exhaust noise.
Yeah.
I didn't hear much then. We just flew and we were up at like 5,500 RPM, and you're like, what's going on back there? But when I stood behind you earlier and you started this thing up, I was like, oh my god!
Yeah, there's certainly some soundproofing going on.
It's a lot of soundproofing.
I think we shall hear her in song.
We shall hear her. We shall take place.
Yeah.
We are now in sport mode. I've flicked it across, so the valves did open
Naturally.
up. Naturally, I have to be in sport mode. The weather's coming into play, and I do know that there is a sort of small section coming up where we can hopefully accelerate ever so slightly up to about 40 miles an hour, which will be thrilling. So yeah, very hard to give too much feedback driving this car today. The guys at Joe Macari have very kindly given me the opportunity. Dylan, actually, who looks after the social media there, literally sent me a video of this car yesterday.
Well, he wanted to. I think he wanted to do this with you today,
I think it was his big moment.
But the snowflake has got to look cold. He's not coming in. Typical millennial.
Such a millennial.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos of Dylan at certain times, but he just sent me and said, "There's a bit of you, isn't it?" I was like, "That is a bit of me. I would love to give it a go." So yeah, we are just taking it for a short spin, but I'm just so intrigued by it, and I'm blown away, as I say, initially, how just comfortable and cruisy it is. These seats are so nice. They really hug you. So the gearbox. Do we know what gearbox this has? I probably should have looked. I don't think it's the ZF that was in the F-Type. It feels a bit slower and more clunky.
I will have to double check.
Yeah, well, we will double check this, and I'll put it in the text below. Yeah, it's just a little bit more. I don't know. I used to love the gearbox in the F-Type. I just thought it was perfect, super smooth. Always kind of knew what I was thinking. This one is a little bit more clunky, but it's not bad. Yeah, it's quick. It does. Yeah. It picks up and then you hear the noise.
She picks her skirt up and runs.
Yes, that's exactly it. Like,
lift.
It's a bit more of a narrow road. Yeah, it's weird because we bought what is fundamentally a sort of track spec version of an XK to sort of small London roads, but I think that is kind of almost the more interesting test, because I'm sure if you took this thing to track, it's got massive carbon ceramic brakes, it's got aero everywhere, I'm sure it'd be super impressive. I'm pretty sure this car lapped the Nürburgring the same time as the GTR, I think. Yeah, it is.
Well, a birdie tells me that unrestricted, these can do 234 miles an hour. But
even with that big wing on the back?
Well, this is it. That's what I said birdie. Yeah. It's unconfirmed.
Yeah,
it is limited. It is limited to 185, but
But it's this. It's this element. Yeah. It's this element of everyday Jag. They haven't got rid of. They've managed to maintain the wonderful Jag characteristics, which I find unreal. Now they did have a pretty big front splitter, so I'm going to take these.
Yes, it is quite low. It has adjustable, but we haven't adjusted it.
Okay.
I think.
Take it nice and easy. A lot of carbon there.
I think it could have. You certainly will need to go over the bumps quite slowly. Watch that old Fed car.
He's onto us.
Yeah, he's seen you.
In the mirror. I mean, it's pretty hard to miss this guy, I think. But yeah, I tell you what, I think I will come up here, pull over, and I might jump out and get a few shots of you driving past it so the guys can hear a bit more of the sound and see it, because it is the theatre of the way this thing looks as much as it is the actual driving experience. So let's find somewhere to do that. Yeah, it looks pretty spectacular,
yeah.
I'd say. Yeah, when it's cruising out, more from the side profile than when it's coming towards you, because when it's coming towards you, you sort of lose some of it. I don't know why, but yeah, as you were pulling along some of those roads, it looked pretty special. Nice. Right, okay, I bet we should head back now to the dealership so that we don't rack up too many miles in this beast and you can get on with your work. I can stop wasting your time. How many miles has he done? 12, what?
I think that's trip.
That must be trip. Or 3170.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Pretty dedicated, thank you very much. I also was slightly jealous of your acceleration, so I think let's see if I can do one quickly coming out of here.
We have a
We'll give it a. What is that?
I'd love
What is that?
I'd love to tell you what that is. I think it's a Kia.
I think it is a Kia.
It is
Good
a Kia.
shout.
7 years warranty.
Box. Oh, there you go. That's a car salesman.
Get what you pay for.
That is the car salesman. You right? Let's see if I can make some noise now. It does sound good, but you know what? I would put a Quicksilver exhaust system on it.
I think, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you just want a little bit.
Other manufacturers are available.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I don't have a commitment to
yeah,
it. Yeah, there's just you just want a little bit.
But there's something about it that tells me, like, I like cars that don't try and manufacture a little bit of noise sometimes, and you say this is the noise we make, this is the noise the car makes. I think that's kind of understated for a car that is very not understated.
Yeah, completely one of the most overstated ever.
It's actually quite a departure from probably their brief, but we all like a bit of exhaust noise, but at the same time, not too synthetic.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's top. But yeah, I mean, as I say, guys, it's not going to be the most insightful review of an XKRS GT, but these cars are so incredibly rare that I just wanted to sit in it, let alone drive it. So the biggest thing that we are going to take away from this is how usable these cars are. I honestly think you could have this and use it as a daily. You would look ridiculous, and I think you'd be applauded at every car meet you went to. But it's not as track focused as I was expecting. It does still make me think that first they could have gone further. You don't need all this sat nav and stuff. They could have taken out more.
But it has all the options that the very last and highly spec'd standard XKRSs enjoyed. But yeah,
I don't think you need them.
But if you're coming from a Challenge Stradale perspective, then yeah,
of course, I always am.
As you would.
Because yeah, that's it. But also, it does again concrete the fact in my mind that they should make an F-Type that is this track focused and crazy.
A
Superleggera F-Type, I think would just be awesome. So fantastic, because you can tell that they've put so much into this car, and whilst we've only been pootling around at 40 miles an hour max, it's just, it's clear that it's a huge step on the normal car.
Yeah.
Okie dokie, back again at Joe Macari's, and this thing, I mean, obviously, very hard to tell from the short drive we do. I mean, a huge thanks, firstly, to David, but also just for the guys down here at Joe Macari for letting me come and drive this thing. It's not every day that you get the chance to get your hands on something as rare as this. I hope you guys have enjoyed this kind of short and brief insight to a very rare and mad Jaguar. If you have, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come.